Hello again, YouTube. This is the Truth Blaster, Prophet David R. Jr. I got up this morning and I was just praying and I was thinking about a mistake that I've been making, kinda. The Most High was showing me that it's not just you. It's a lot of other people too. And that's what I want to talk about. How we all need to be seeking the Most High first. Now I know the world we live in, YouTube can control pretty much what they're allowed to go through the airwaves. I'm pretty sure that's why my view count is not accurate, because of the things that I talk about. They really don't want these things on the airwaves. The world does not want to hear about God or any Most High or any king in the sky or anything else. They want to hear about me. How you gonna elevate me? How you gonna make me believe I'm a God? All the while they're being deceived by demons and don't understand the level of their selfishness. They don't understand that they themselves should be grateful for being created by the Most High, and that lives should center around Him first. That's me, that's you, that's everybody. And a lot of times, me, myself, in pursuit of trying to gain wealth for the freedom purposes of it, and that's just the truth. You know, if in my mind, if I gain this wealth of the world, then I can escape all the things and people that I don't agree with and don't want nothing to do with. And sometimes though, when you do that, it's like you minimize the whole purpose of you living. And that's to worship the Most High. That's to communicate with the Most High. That's those types of things. And I've been guilty of it too. And I'm the first to admit it. And this word hit me first that I'm finna talk about today. Number one, if people can hurt your feelings and cause depression and cause you to stress out, then you ain't got the Most High elevated the way He need to be elevated. If they can get under your skin and annoy you like that, you ain't got the Most High elevated. Because see, when the Most High is elevated, He's a jealous God. He will act. He will avenge. See, it's not because God don't exist why people ain't getting healed of cancer and stuff. It's they not giving Him a reason to want to heal them. Because most of what we do in our lives is sin. It's self-gratification. We ignore everything we should listen to that's going to make us more spiritual, make us more of the people that the Most High wants us to be, to benefit ourselves somehow. And social media has not helped the cause. All that booty shaking, all that taking pictures with little fake animal noses and all the stuff that people do on social media is narcissism. It only promotes themselves. And some of them, you can't lie. Some of them, they spend their time with the Most High. They do. But today, I'm speaking for Him that we all need to keep Him first. When we wake up in the morning, the first thing we should do is pray, even if it's just thanking Him for waking you up. Just saying hi, some kind of worship. That's the first thing we should do. And I know a lot of y'all attention span is short. Y'all can watch a violent movie for two hours, but you can't listen to preaching for 10 minutes. And that's another thing. You need to look at yourself with that. And I need to look at myself with that. I may know when I'm hearing the truth and I may shun some stuff, but I still need to be able to listen and take that time out to hear something that's going to help me spiritually. I want to go to Jeremiah chapter 2 we finna get into some stuff that I know is gonna hit you and hit me in my own personal life. Because we've been off center. Our focus been off. So a lot of people think moving to another city is the answer. You know, if you move to that city and you ignoring the Most High, ain't no telling what's going to happen. And I found that out myself. And I wasn't even ignoring the Most High. I actually moved to the city to preach. But then when I got there, some of the problems I ran into, I forgot about the God that I serve. So it didn't go too well. And that's, like he said, you got to seek him first. So it says this in Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 27. It says, saying to a stock. Well, let me go to verse 26. It says, as the thief is ashamed when he is found. Kind of remind me, I work in a correctional. And it's like people will do stuff. They're breaking people's houses. They'll steal cars. They'll carjack. And then when they get found, everybody's supposed to cater to them. And this is one of the problems in the world. Some people don't need another chance. They need to pay for what they do so they can understand not to do it anymore. And that's what's wrong. People call evil good and good evil. So a lot of people is not paying the price that they should be paying in a lot of things. And that's where I began with this in Jeremiah 2 and 26. It says, as the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed. They, their kings, their princes, their priests, and their prophets. You got pastors out here making babies, but you the answer for me? And then some of y'all, and I know people personally, they put these guys in front of me, and they act like I'm a false prophet, all while they supporting these guys financially and with their words. He's this man of God, he's that. And then these same people are gossiping and talk down on you. And why? Because they not seeking the Most High first, so they not letting the Most High show them who they should be listening to, who they should be supporting. They're doing it based on their own thing. A guy didn't dress so nice when he was a kid, so you don't want to listen to him when he grow up. Do you know how ignorant that is? And then when he see how you is and he don't want nothing to do with you, you need to look at yourself. You can't use somebody's childhood and measure them by how they was as a kid. So now you don't listen to them. Now you're on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. You ignoring their posts, knowing good and well you like it, but you ignore it because they may have said something you didn't like as a kid, or they may have something about them you didn't like as a kid. You are ignorant. Period. You're not that smart. Get smarter. Humble yourself. Don't let your arrogance keep things away from you in your life. So that it says, saying to a stock, thou art my father, and to a stone thou hast brought me forth. For they have turned their back unto me and not their face. This is what the Most High is saying. He said, but in the time of their trouble, they will say, arise and save us. He said in the time people trouble, they get cancer, they get diabetes, they get in a car accident, somebody they love gets sick. They want you to save them then. They want the Most High to save them then. But their whole entire life, they did all the things he don't like. They agreed with all the things that he don't like. They put up with things that he don't like. They talked against his people. But now when they get sick, they want to continue living. They want to continue taking in his breath, even though they have no honor or respect towards him. And they think he's going to just do it. But here's what he said in verse 28. But where are the gods that thou hast made? He said, where are the gods you made for yourself? We're going to talk about some of them. It's going to get a little graphic. Where are the gods you made for yourself? The stuff you most interested in. Have that save you, he said. In the time of trouble, they will say, arise and save us. Most of you ignore the prophets. And then what's funny is the families of the true prophets distance themselves from the Most High and his prophets. They look for fault. Even though they don't read or understand the scripture, they gossip against the true prophet, like I said. And they say, oh, that's just little David. Oh, he crazy. Or that's Howard. Don't listen to him. He crazy. You crazy. How much of God you got in your life? If you don't talk to God every day, you crazy. If you don't seek the Most High every day, you crazy. You just arrogant. You can't see your own craziness because the devil got your soul. So you can't see that it's you. You the maniac. You the lunatic. You the fool. Because your whole entire life should be based on trying to learn about this God that created you and created the world, serve him, and then when you expire out of the earth so you could be with him, we see this book telling us that we're going to go to hell, we're going to burn forever and ever. And some of y'all dismiss it by saying, I don't believe none of that. Ain't no way. You should be investigating. You should be investigating. You crazy for not investigating. You the one that's stupid. But of course, a lot of times we can't say these things at work. We got to keep getting this paycheck so we won't become needy, because being needy is evil. Trust me when I tell you that. Like I say, when they get cancer and diseases that only the Most High can cure, they save us. Heal my body. Give me a chance to live. And they always expect believers to let them get over, let them bully them, punk them. You got the wrong spirit because people can't get over on you. Get out of here. Oh, he drink beer. He ain't saved. Oh, yeah? When the last time you talked to God? When the last time you read your Bible? When the last time you ever meditated or understood anything of spiritual nature? You need to sit down and shut up and humble yourself so you can learn. People talking about what's saved, who ain't saved, God don't like ugly and all this stuff, and they be everything he don't like. Everything the Bible says is abomination. They be going for it every day in their lives. And they only use the believer for their benefit. He said, where is the gods that you have made for yourself? The hoe, you hoes, prostitutes, strippers. You live to get penetrated. Where are the gods that you made for yourself? That long penis. Can the long penis save you? Can the long penis save you from hell and death? Rich person, can your money keep you alive? Those riding around shiny Corvettes and stuff, and that's nice. But can that stuff keep you alive? Can that stuff save you from what this book says that you made? Which you will. If you allow him to show you, he'll show you how true this stuff is. Encounter in the eternal realm? Promiscuous beta male? You think your penis is God? Once these women get used to you, man, listen here, man. Listen here, man. And don't try to say, I talk the way I talk because I just want to keep it real and on the level people can understand. And you really can't really change the way I do this. Because the Most High, if he wants me to say it, and everything I'm saying today he wants me to say. You promiscuous dudes running around here having sex with all these women. And some of y'all sex with men. Some of y'all. I hope they don't censor this. But if they do, they do. It's fun doing it for the Most High. You think your penis is God? You think your penis can save you from hell and death? You think your testicles can save you from hell and death? You think going to the barbershop, keeping a fresh lining can save you from hell and death? You think your little cars and you got all these athletes that they got all that money, and money is freedom, money is power. Believe you me, you can deal with who you want when you got that money. Of course, it's not freedom if you had to do things against the Most High to get it. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Once those, like I say, once those women get used to you, they look for bigger and better. Matter of fact, never put a woman or a man in front of the Most High. You know why? Because nothing is good enough for most people. Can that big booty, big thigh black woman, those of you black men who like that, can she save you from hell and death? She can't even save herself from hell and death. People seek people, things, going on vacations more than the living God that gave them life. And you women, stop thinking about who looking at you. Your looks will fade and your attitude will get naggy and nasty and evil. Nah, he like me. Oh, these guys, they doing this, they doing that. Who cares? Can they save you from hell and death? They can cause you to go to hell and death. Like I say, people seek people. People come to work to play. Come to work to make friends. The spirit realm is work. That's business. That's your soul's business. Just like your job is your economic earthly business. You don't come to work to play, to have friends, have relationships. Because I'm telling you, the minute you start trusting them people too much, especially when you are with the Most High, He gonna get jealous. He gonna show you, man, that dude ain't about nothing. That girl ain't about nothing. He gonna show you. You gonna come right back on your knees. Men, those women are tricking you. Like I say, I watched porn in the past. And it's funny how, and like I said, we're going to get a little graphic. It's funny how the loosest women on the porn, they still be making the same emotions and noise as the ones that's not. They'll trick you to get what they want. So you don't base your life around a woman or a man. They trick you. And like I said, if a baby can come out of there, trust me, you ain't doing no damage. Again, you athletes, doctors, you guys keep getting took to the cleaners. These women getting half of your money, child support. Seek the Most High first. Seek Him first. Because here's how it works. Most women is wayward and don't even know they wayward. All you gotta do, just look at the most recent thing that come in the media. What Steph Curry's wife was saying. That's just an example. The Most High, sometimes the Most High just sit back and use social media to open people's eyes, even though I don't believe He like it. If she can get away with it, she will turn around and pull her panties down. And she will even leave you if someone comes along offering more of what she wants. And she will have a bunch of excuses for leaving, forgetting everything you did for her, acting like God is on her side, deceived by demons, busting up her family. And you guys, these dudes do that too. The minute they could have a good wife, the minute somebody come along, they get to talking, running their mouth, and now she trying to become everything that you want your wife to be. And next thing you know, your dumb self done cheated and messed your whole house up. Now your kid, and you see how all these guys is killing off these kids that's not their kids. Killing off all these kids. That little stepdaddy, stepmama stuff don't work. Your matter of fact, your job shouldn't come first either. Ever notice how bad a lot of these coworkers are nowadays? Most of the people who hate their job is not the job itself, because they probably done got used to doing that. It's the people they have to deal with on a daily basis. I'm a righteous man. I'm a spiritual man. And some of the stuff that I have to keep my mouth shut on, some of the stuff I have to turn a blind eye to, just to get that check is just ridiculous. Seek the Most High first, and He'll give you wisdom to get in that position where you could work by yourself, for yourself, or with people who are more in line with what you know life is supposed to be like. And it's funny how difficult a lot of these people is to deal with. And then you have supervisors and managers with miserable lives that take it out on their coworkers, CEOs. Don't understand nothing. Most of them probably flattered their way into that spot. And coworkers who never understand anything you say because their arrogance places them at a level that's higher than their level of actual intelligence. A lot of them ain't even logically bright. A smart person ain't gonna be at work creating problems, intentionally creating problems. You put up with all kind of mess for the check, but you haven't talked to the Most High hardly at all. Seek Him first. You making them jealous. That's why you haven't judged your coworkers. Believers get it the worst at work. People purposely try to get them to talk about politics and religion. Then they go back behind their back and twist everything they said. Don't even talk to these people. When you see somebody's messy, that's why you have to understand and learn about frequency. Because once you see how these people is, don't waste your time with them. Just go along. Like I tell them, like I work with youth, and the youth sometimes think they're tough, like they really become tough guys. And for the moment until they lose, they try to act as if they're grown men. I tell them this whole thing is a screenplay. It's a screenplay. And when you at work, you got to realize, like if you're a believer, you're evangelical, you are into the Bible, regardless of what aspect or the level of your understanding, or if you into the Bible, if you believe the Bible is the Most High's book, whether you believe it was tampered with or not, you go to work, that's supposed to be a screenplay. And you a character in that play. And, you know, it's perfectly fine for you to remember, it says be wise as serpents. Wise as serpents. I have to understand this, because you have to know what to say and what not to say. All the while, if you hate that job, you counting up the cost, you saving your money, you doing stuff on the side to save more money so you can get out of there. Because a lot of these jobs is low frequency. Especially if you're dealing with desperation. You're dealing with people that don't know right from wrong. And you're dealing with people who think that you're supposed to cater to them. It's going to bring your energy, it's going to bring your frequency down. And that's why he made me, he wanted me to do this. You know, he's not begging. All these people going around talking about they got a word for God every single day. I don't believe it. The Most High ain't begging these people. Every now and then He'll give you a word. It's not going to be every day. I don't care what nobody say. It's not going to be every day. He's not finna beg these people. He gave them life. He gave them all these things. If they want to reject Him, then they just got to pay the price. Simple as that. And ain't no preacher that's preaching for the Most High going to always have something nice to say to people. That's why they call some of these dudes hireling, men pleasers. All they want to talk about is things that make people feel good and things that people are pursuing in their lives, but they don't want to tell these people the truth, that they need to repent, that they need to put God first, that they need to know what the true God belief is, and how he wants them to live their life. A life of faith and obedience. A life of loyalty. But if you ain't never teaching people this just to get numbers and to get wealth, you ain't nothing more than a spiritual pimp. And a lot of y'all getting pimped. The people y'all should be listening to, the preachers y'all should be listening to and supporting, you ignore them, you laugh at them, you talk behind their back, and then you be supporting a pimp preacher out there making babies, out there same sex, out there he say one thing, preach the Bible, and then everything that he do is a contradiction. Start asking these pastors, what do you do in your personal life? You can ask me questions. You can ask me for my W-2. What do you do in your personal life? What do you do when you ain't in church? Seek him first. You're making them jealous. Making them jealous. Like I said, believers hate our jobs. We should be thankful the whole time trying to get out of there. And your brothers, your sisters, old friends, associates, they will all use you in a way that they can gain what they're looking for themselves. Anytime your sister come back to calling you all the time, or your brother come back to calling you all the time, you should be dissecting. You should be like a crime, what they call it. And I watch Criminal Minds. That's like one of my favorite shows. I just love seeing people getting caught, trying to get away with stuff, getting caught. The behavioral analysis unit. You need to become your own personal BAU. If somebody start calling you all of a sudden, what is it they after? Because they haven't been calling me all these other years. And when they do call, I'll get into it with them. Why ain't I getting into it with this person right now? What are they after? Them old friends. Them old friends. But you also have to look at the flip side. If they know what I'm about, what are they after? I ain't giving them no money. If they're after the Most High, I'll give them that. And these people should not be able to bring you down into any sin. Any sin. If you a woman and these guys, you opening your legs for these guys, and then you trying to go to church like you so saved, you just changed gods. You just changed gods. You need to become alpha males and females where they don't dictate to you, you dictate to them. When you a saved believer, you the boss of the earth. Some of y'all try to be all weak. Hey, let's praise God. When you should be going in there with your shoulders square, knowing that you are the boss. But then remember, it's a screenplay. So if you got a manager or supervisor, let them feel like the boss. In fact, you should submit to them. If you don't like them or what they stand for or their beliefs, you should all the while be getting your money together, getting your plan together to move on. And I think I'm going to close with that. I could talk forever on the subject. We all need to seek God first. And we all need to stop creating gods for ourselves. He said, when you get sick, when you get lonely, all these things, you want to make these other people God. You want to make these vacations God. You want to make your job God, your old friends, your relatives who, if they evil, if they ain't got the Most High in their life, you should already know what time it is with them anyway. Because they going to have a problem with you regardless, because the devil going to make them have a problem with you. So you should already know what time it is with these people. Have no expectation for these people and dictate to them. If you saved, act like it. Act like it. And these dudes try to get you to come to their house and be like, I'm not finna have sex with you. These women trying to seduce you. What's the point of me coming over your house? What we gonna do? I ain't coming over there. I'm not having sex. That's how you keep him first. That's how you seek him first. You got to start ignoring stuff and ignoring people. A lot of this stuff, they trying to get a response. Woman dresses her son up as a woman, as a girl. Don't even respond. Just forget about that. Don't even respond to it. But be storing up. Be getting your act together, because one day being a believer is going to be completely illegal. And it may happen in our lifetime. We got to be prepared for it. So if you got cars with gas, you better have you some gas in the barn somewhere. Or you better have your electric car where you can go and charge up. You better have you some food that don't spoil. Better stop listening to that pastor who collecting your money and he's secretly storing up himself probably. And you better start realizing the direction that the world is going in and prepare yourself. If a matter of fact, and I don't want to go too much longer, but I still got a lot of things. I'll probably come back to this topic. If you the person that's saying, God protect me, I don't need no guns. I don't need no guns. Okay, let me ask you this. Did David have a weapon? Didn't David slay Goliath with a weapon? You need weapons. The hope is that it's just for sport, but don't be out there trying to be kooky and goofy. No. Again, seek him first. Put him in front of everything and everybody. Know that the world is full of evil people that will betray you and can betray you, and never be out here talking about what your kids, your husband, your wife, or any of this other people or this other stuff in the world won't do or won't become.